Hello everybody, hope everybody's doing well. I haven't made a video in a long time, so I decided to make a video on this one because a friend of mine dropped it off not long ago and he wanted me to work on it. Um, I want to touch base on a couple of things. This type of power supplies, they're about 25 to 30 amps, and why I don't recommend them. And every, I'm a very honest person. I consider myself a very honest person. Um, but I want to talk about things that are very important. When I am honest, and because I talk about the facts behind um, a circuit, and that caused me to be banned from one of the Facebook groups from BBI because I was trying to help the individual, and one of the moderators banned me because I was saying the truth. I put facts behind mathematics, the physics, and how things work. And I'm going to talk about it right now in this one as well. This amplifier has nothing to do with what happened in that group. It was something differently, and I was banned. This has been a while. I talked to Luke about it. He didn't want to bring me back into the group, and I say whatever. It's just not how I learn things, but it's good to help others if they wanted to learn, and they wanted to learn the proper way. But moving on, I want to talk about this amplifier. This amplifier has this power supply. This is, like I say, approximately between 25 to 30 amps power supply. This amplifier is a two-pilled transistor. Each transistor will give out about 150 to 180 watts. Okay, so roughly we will get between 360 and can go up to 500 if I wanted to push it, but it's not recommended for this particular transistor. Um, so what I want to talk about is that for us to be able to understand how things work, we need to use a calculator. If this amplifier, let's say we're going to get 400 watts out of it, and we have this amplifier at 14 volts. This amplifier is consuming approximately 28, 29 amps. The calculator doesn't lie. This is one of the points that we go back to what I was talking in the group. Calculator, when you do the math, this is how you're supposed to do things. When you build in a circuitry, you have to do your calculations. Same thing with whatever you're doing. Everything is about calculating the proper method doing things. So, and this particular this power supply is not enough current for that power supply to be able to work 100%. So you must hear people talking about, hey, your audio is very distorted because you're using a power supply. It's not giving enough current to the transistor. The transistor is grabbing the current going from the base to the collector, and and it's not enough juice for that. This is one of the reasons, because of the power supply. Same thing applies in the mobile. If you have a alternator that is only giving you 70 amps, 90 amps, and a battery, you need to do your calculations. How much current is going to draw from when you're using the amplifier, and how much amperage is going to be built in that alternator, and how fast it's going to load up into the batteries. You got to do all these calculations, and people are not willing to understand those things. They just want to plug and play and let's go, which is understandable. Okay, but I wanna talk about these things. Whenever you see a power supply like this, I will not build a power supply with this one, with this type of power supply. At least you want, if this amplifier is asking me, let's say 30 amps, okay, at least I want another 25% of that. on top of this, you know, I want 25% of amperage. So let's say I'm looking for a minimum. This is an AM. I'm not talking about sideband. Minimum of 50 to 60 amps. Minimum. Now, if I'm going to sideband, you want to consider another 40%. So if I'm doing 30, at least I will go at least 65 amps. At least. And I'm pushing it. I'm pushing it because sidebands, it draws a lot of current, more current, about 30%, 40% more than what the current that it needs. So I hope this understanding the current that the power supply requires, it must meet the specs on the power supply as well. This, I found several problems on this one. Um, Another one is this type of switches here. This one. This says high and low. Okay, high and low. So what happens in here when you have a high and low? They tend to put a resistor, a couple of resistors, a few resistors to send the signal to ground, so it burns more. Watts turn into heat, and that heat needs to be dissipated into ground in order to block the current that is going to go into the transistor. So that to me, it's bad, because if you're using a CB, and all of a sudden you forgot about it, you're not careful enough. We get excited when I talk individual on the air, and sometimes we crank up the radio and we overload it. Sometimes there's things that get so hot, especially the resistance, that it just drops. Okay, and the energy is turning into heat. So it's better for you to have it, in my personal opinion, it's better for you to have it directly into your, look at the line here, from here to here. It's not 50 ohms. From here to the input of the transformer, it's not 50 ohms. So that increases the capacitance that needs in this area. Let me put the lighting here. It will increase the capacitance it needs in this area, in this section right here. One of the things that I noticed when I start building these amplifiers is that everybody copies everybody. They put 120, they put 1100, they put 330, 390, 300, and it goes 100 and 120 and it goes 80. Well, when you actually tune your input, your output, passing the circuitry going out there, it can change. Can change the values on the wire, the inductance, the what's it called? Man, I went blank on ferrite cords. The gauze on the ferrite cord can change from one ferrite cord to the other one. Let's say a batch of some of them will give you the same specs, but once that batch passes, the cure of the core, it will change. Okay, the amount of wire, the length of the wire, all those things could change. So when I build my amplifier, I tune every single little thing. It's not the same as the other one that it went out the door. It's not the same. I tune it to the T. You know, if you're gonna do something right, you're gonna do it right. One of the things that I found on this one, it's this brown wire here. I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't know where it's coming from. I look it up. It's coming from the inside. It comes out and it goes into ground in here. I really don't know what this means. Be honest with you. We already have ground. and this section over here, this section here, to the SO239s, we have DC ground. It's coming from the power supply. The power supply is mounted into the chassis, so air ground is coming from the DC, from the AC straight to the chassis. So I don't know what this one does. Like I said, it just blows my mind. If you planning to do get a amplifier, make sure you get from reliable individual that knows what they're doing. That I don't know, just too much crap out there. My point of view, it's too much of I don't know. I'm never want to be part of the group of individuals that follow everybody. I'm on my own. I learn things on my own. But yeah, I wanted to share with you guys things that you should consider. And it goes also to builders. If you're gonna build something, be honest with the individual that is buying something. They're saving money. These things are not cheap. Times are tough. But yeah, please, if you're gonna build something, build it right. This, for example, this, so crap to me. There's no need for this. We got filters in the radios. A preamp, really. The noise level on a CV is not nothing compared to an ICOM or a Kenwood, or it just I don't know. It just blows my mind. Again, um, I want to touch another thing. I want to mention another one. When you get a Class C amplifier, Class AB, Class B amplifier, uh, yes, you can all talk on sideband. Yes, you could. Whoever told you that you cannot use a Class C amplifier on sideband, it's a lie. The classification of the amplifier has nothing to do with the mode of communication. You can use it for CW, continuous wave. You can use it for AM. You can use it for FM. You can use it in PSK31 if you choose to. RTTY. You can use FT8 if you like to. That doesn't matter what classification of the amplifier. What it matters is the quality of signal that you will get on the air. That's the difference on the classification of an amplifier. So I saw videos out there that talk about these things. You can use an F class amplifier on sideband. You can use a G class amplifier on sideband. It has the type of classification of the amplifier has nothing to do with the mode of communication that is going to be used on. The quality of signal, it will depend, the quality of signal that you put it on the air, it will depend on your classification of the amplifier. FYI. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys watch it all the way to the end. I got this new camera for my trip coming up, so I wanted to share this with you, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Continue to make comments. I hope this is helpful for everybody, and if you learn something, hey, give me a thumbs up. Share the video. It's good to put good reliable information, because we learn from each other. As humans, we learn from each other. And when you wanted to tell someone something, and they have done it the same way, and it's new ways of learning based on facts and science, please don't be close-minded. Share your knowledge. 73 from the Windy City of Chicago. I hope everybody has a wonderful Christmas, Happy New Year, Hanukkah, whatever you guys are celebrating. You guys have a wonderful time with your family. Family is first, remember? And God bless everybody. The country is moving into a new beginning, I would say. 73.